Hello and welcome to Clinical Research Training by Ediforma. This webinar will introduce you to the clinical research training programs we have available globally. Please feel free to peruse all our website. Contact us at any time if you have any question. You may ask yourself, why a career in clinical research? Medical advancement ultimately depends on medical experimentation. Medical research is extremely important to improve, innovate, and discover new treatments and possible cures for once incurable diseases. The players, the pharmaceutical industry and academia, work very hard to meet that challenge. Ultimately, clinical research can provide to the qualified researcher a real application of scientific knowledge. A career in clinical research is highly rewarding. Although most of the potential therapeutic candidates never make it to the market, the knowledge acquired is extremely important to further improve human lives. Here you see science in action, and where we make the transition from bench to bedside. A career in clinical research. What is there for the medical or dental professional? They actively participate in the discovery of new treatments and therapies. They provide valuable feedback to improve therapies. They follow up on new therapies to allow keep patients safe, and they participate in the decision on what works and what does not. For the science and other health professionals, they have to be aware that clinical research is a highly regulated activity. Science professionals from different backgrounds are involved in all aspects of the research process. Know how you also can, if properly qualified, be a clinical research professional. What makes you a qualifying candidate? You should have minimum a bachelor's degree in science or health-related discipline or equivalent 4 years post-secondary education. Who applies for these jobs? In general, biologists, biochemists, professional nurses, chemists, molecular biologists, statisticians, data managers, information technology specialists, pharmacists, and pharmacologists, just to name a few. You may ask yourself of how to become a clinical research professional. Basically, besides qualification and background, you should demonstrate knowledge and training in the following areas: drug development process, regulatory requirements, global and local, good clinical practices, good laboratory practices, all ethical aspects in clinical research and medical research, data management, electronic systems in data collection in clinical trials, project management, business management, and experience. Let's discuss a little about the key aspects to succeed in your pursuit of a career in clinical research. First, you have to select the right training program for you. There are many online training programs as well as in-class training programs. It depends on your ability to capture information and ability to interact. Online programs are very good for people who are really independent and have already a good knowledge in clinical research. However, I do recommend in-class training where you can discuss with the trainer or instructor, because that person will give you the personal experience in relevant issues. Therefore, the next step will be to acquire that relevant experience through internships and practicums. Marketing skills. Another point, you should be able to market yourself. And the good dominion of the language so you can communicate. Let me elaborate a little more. Online training versus in-class training. When it comes to acquire relevant experience, in-class training is more effective. It allows you to interact with a person, mainly instructors that are very much qualified in clinical research, and share their experience. Furthermore, with in-class training, most of the programs do have internships, practicums, workshops, where you can further work together with other professionals in building up your experience. Online trainings, on the other hand, will allow you to do your training on your own pace. However, that doesn't guarantee you that you're getting the best knowledge. Again, it depends on your preference and is up to you to decide what is best for you. Let's see now how we can help you achieve your goals. Other programs. There are numerous courses out there, seminars, web-based training for clinical research. Most of them are limited to theoretical knowledge based on published regulation and guidelines. Those programs are targeted also to a limited audience. In general, they require background and experience in clinical research. Also, they're very expensive and sometimes taught only in some countries, making it inaccessible to potential students from, for instance, South America, Eastern Europe, India, and China, due to either visa restrictions that they cannot access those countries or due to web connectivity limitations. Now, let's see a little how we at Ediforma can help you achieve your goals. We are a completely different company. Our approach is face-to-face training, where you can talk and meet the instructors and further enhance the training with personal experience in the industry. Our programs are based on actual case studies and applications of the requirements and regulations with extensive practice. We have extensive knowledge of the industry and are aware of what the industry needs. We provide basic and advanced training according to your experience. Our programs are financially accessible to most potential candidates. Upon completion of the necessary modules and on your own pace, you can achieve a certification by our institution and maintain it in a very simple way. At Ediforma, you don't need to have clinical research experience to start training for clinical research. And the best of all, we are located globally. So let's look a little at the programs that we offer you. We offer you Introduction to Clinical Research, Good Clinical Practices, Clinical Research for the Principal Investigator, Clinical Research for the Coordinator, Clinical Trials Data Management, Introduction to Electronic Systems in Clinical Research, Biotechnology in Clinical Research, Pharmacogenomics in Drug Development, Consenting the Subject Volunteer Process, Risk-Based Approach to Monitoring Clinical Trials, Good Clinical and Laboratory Practices in Clinical Research, Cost Estimates and Resource Allocation in Clinical Trials, and also Master's Certificate in Pharmaceutical Research and Development and Business Management, and Training Program for Institutional Ethics Review Board members. We will be adding more programs to meet your professional needs. And finally, our goal is to provide each and every trainee with the tools necessary to enter, advance, and excel in the pharmaceutical clinical research and development industry. Contact us now and we will tailor the program that are best for you. Thank you.